Hey everyone, Kay's Snare Man here, and we're trying it again. We're going to try to do some camping tonight and test new equipment. I got a new tent, a new chair, and brought some other things out, that a new cot, just in case, and some additional items that weren't on the last video. One of those being a winter balaclava to sleep in, so that my face doesn't get cold, because you lose a lot of heat from your face and your head. This new balaclava is because the last one that I was wearing in the last video kept fogging up my glasses. So I bought this one, and it has a wire mesh here, which allows me to breathe a lot better. And it doesn't fog up my glasses. And neither does this one. This one's specifically designed not to do that as well. So I've already tested that. Last time I was pushing down those stupid stakes and they were hurting my hands because I didn't have a proper pair of gloves. Got gloves this time. Also, I've got my my water bottle and cup kit here, which has a bandana, my cup, and a stainless steel single wall uninsulated water bottle in it, so I can heat it up and throw it in my sleeping bag to get it nice and warm a few minutes before I go to bed. Water bottle, Nalgene water bottle. I am going to fill with water because I am going to do things right out here. My cook kit, my hiking chair, sleeping pad. It is a 6.2 R value, still good for the cold. A nature hike camping chair with anti-sinking feet. Hopefully those work. The tent this time is Long Geek. It is a 4-person, 5-pound TP tent. I was going to go with one that was only $100, but it was going to be almost about an 8-pound tent, which was the same size as that Toplander. That's how heavy it was. This one's only 5 pounds. Score. Thing that isn't so great, $160. I will leave links to all this equipment in the description, whether it works or not. And then the cot I got for this one is this Oswin cot. It's tan, it's khaki, and the reason I went with this one instead of trying the outer spa again is because this one you can do either against the ground like the outer spa, or it has legs, so you can get it up off the ground a little bit more. I thought, well, that might be nice to have instead of being right on the ground basically. So I'm going to give this one a shot. If it ends up sucking, I'll go back to the outer spa if it can assemble. So let's get the tent up and see how it goes. So when I return, the tent will be up. Well, as you can see, it's up. It took a lot less time this time around than it did with that Toplander. As you can see, there's plenty of room in there for me. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. I think this is going to work great. So this side is where the stove jack is. So I don't want to set all my stuff up over there. I'll be setting up over here because I want to try, that pole is still not straight. I may have to get a small level so I can put it up on the pole and make sure it's straight, because it is not straight up and down at all. That's much better. Now, I am going to have to get something, a tarp probably, for the center of that pole, because it does not have anything to keep it from sinking into the mud. So there is that. But hey, it's up and it looks great, I think. So let's set up the rest of the stuff. Oh my gosh, the cot is set up. It was so easy. I don't know if I can put the legs on it, but I'm going to check and see if I can. If I can, I'll put them on there and see if it'll sync with my weight on it. And we'll go from there. Well, all right. I only have the intermediate cold bag out right now on the sleeping pad. Cot is fully up. Chair is up. I can sit in it without hitting my head anywhere. Although that may be moot now, considering the fact that I have a cot that's tall enough, so I may not need the chair. I haven't tested to see if the bed will sink. I should probably do that. Well, hot dang, I don't need that chair after all, guys. I sat down on the cot and perfect. But I think I will keep the chair anyway so that I can have it outside the tent when I'm at my campsite, wherever that ends up being. And that's where it'll be. And this will just be sleeping quarters and keep warm in case I do ever decide to do the hot tent. You know, the actual stove jack and everything, get a stove for it and all that. But that's something for another day. So right now, I'm going to go take my water bottles inside, get them full of water, and grab my dinner for the night. I might even do 2 dinners tonight. I'm pretty hungry, and I think I deserve a pizza. I'm going to do a pizza, and I think I'm going to order a pizza and do a Mountain House meal out here with my stove and everything. I do have a camping table. I'm going to try it and see how it's like. I think it's way too big for backpacking, but we'll see. Anywho, I'll be back. All right, everybody, we're right here sitting in camp. I say camp and it's my backyard, but there's all the stuff underneath the cot. Figured that would be the best places in. That was as good a place as any. Over here we have something I didn't have in the video to begin with, and I apologize for that. And this is the Nature Hike backpacking table. It folds up really nice, and it holds everything I'm going to need it to hold tonight. And it will work great right next to the cot for my glasses to sit on, all that good stuff. So let's talk about the other items I've got. I've got stainless steel uninsulated water bottle. That is going to get filled with hot water and shoved into that bag to make sure I stay warm tonight. I don't think I'll have a problem. It's only supposed to get down, I think, down to 30, but we have a lot of wind here in Kansas, so it can make it feel really, really cold. So that's what I'm going to do. Nalgene bottle that I'm going to fill with water inside the house before I get started on everything. My Fire Maple 600 milliliter cooking pot with the Green Peak stove and canister of fuel. The Snow Rock titanium pot that I'm going to be using as my coffee cup in the morning, and my coffee filter. I just got to get some coffee from the house, which I'm going to do before I go to bed, before I come out here and stay the night out here. So that's everything on the little table. This is just the bag that the cup came in. There you have it, guys. This all sits inside this bag right here. Oh, I forgot about my Tito's titanium spork. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Long-handled titanium spork. I'm going to be using that to eat my Mountain House meal with. So that's the equipment for tonight for camp. Next thing is get some water. I may just fill this with water and heat it up on the stove instead of pouring water from here into there and possibly spilling it everywhere. I think I might just do that. Just fill this with water and then get it hot, then cap it, make sure it's not leaking, and then shove it in the bag tonight. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's about it for now. When I come back, it'll be time to stay in here and have dinner. All right, well, I'm in for the night. It's gotten kind of chilly out here, but I am very, very toasty because I just came in from the house. Just came out from the house, in from the house. Okay, well, and I'm going to get ready to make my Mountain House meal, which tonight is going to be beef stroganoff with noodles. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I don't have a proper lantern or a proper light yet. I'm using a headlamp, so it's kind of tricky. But let's go ahead and get dinner going, right? I thought about bringing out a measuring cup, but I didn't do it, so I would know exactly how much water to put in this thing, because I think it says add 1 1/3 cups or 385 milliliters or 13 fluid ounces. I'm not sure where 13 is on this thing. Checking I think I'm well above that. Oh well, we're going to do it from there. All right, let's see if the piezo will ignite. And let's see if it'll even run, since it's been sitting out here the whole night. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's going like gangbuster. Good deal. That took no time at all. It just lit real good. That piezo igniter just went up like crazy. That was really awesome. Now let's go ahead and open up the bag so it's ready for when the water's ready. Once I get dinner going, I'll do a little bit more talking about what we've got out here and why. Or I guess I can do that now. I chose the fire maple, this pot here, the fire maple pot in stove system, because it got such great reviews online and the price was right. It's not very expensive at all. I'll leave links to everything in the description below, but that's pretty much what I do with everything. Now, the only thing I can't leave in the a link for is this Snow Rock titanium pot. I got that off of Temu, believe it or not, and it's gonna be my coffee mug in the morning. I got flames shooting out from the bottom of the pot, so I'm going to turn it down just a hair. Maybe that's normal, I don't know, but I've got flames shooting out the back of it. No, I guess it would probably boil a little faster if I had the dang lid on. That was dumb. I think it might be boiling now, because it's about to boil over if I'm not careful. Ow. Ah. I'm not even at the fill line and it's boiling over. Good Lord, that hurt. Got some of my stuff wet. That's not good. All right. Well, we're off to a great start. I'm already boiling myself to death. Seeing one downside to this stove system, that is it does catch. And I don't have any, well, I guess I've got my glove, but really don't. What in, why is that stuck? There we go, got it. All right, let's pour a little bit in here. Pour a little more in there. Not sure if I've got enough in there or not. This is why I wish I would have brought my measuring cups out here. Now I probably got way too much, but it'll soak it up. That's why I've heard about these meals. A lot of times you don't know if you've got enough in there or not. All right. Oh wow, it's going. All right. Reseal it. And wait 5 minutes. So just a couple things went wrong already. Just I don't know why it's catching. It's almost like it's not. Okay. It might be just because it's still new. Haven't really used it at all. Well, the next thing will be setting this on there to get the hot water. I'm tempted to go ahead and have some coffee. But I only brought in one serving, and that's for the morning. So, anywho, I'm still quite comfortable. I know it's only been about almost 9 minutes sitting here, and a little bit longer than that since I came out here, but I'm not cold. I'm very comfortable. Now that could change here shortly. I've got on a pair of Wrangler's all-terrain pants. They're fleece lined, synthetic fleece lined base layer underneath that. It's polyester with a polyester fleece lining. Then I've got my fleece 3/4 zip pullover and my fleece lined polyester base layer over that. And then I've got my Free Soldier hoodie over that right now. My bottom's a little cool, but it's nothing I can't handle. I mean, I'm not uncomfortable at all. It's a pretty comfortable setup, to be honest. When I'm ready to curl up, before I'm ready to curl up, I should say, I'll heat up my stainless steel water bottle, and then I'll put that in my bag. Oh, I guess right now I could try airing up my pillow. My Hikenture pillow. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure what brand it is. It doesn't say anymore anywhere, of course, because it's been used. Well, not really used. I used it when I was in my office after surgery. I used it in there to kind of prop my head up against, and it worked. I liked it. It was really comfortable. So, well, I'm gonna pause the video right now, the feed, and so that until my meal is ready, and then I'll let you know what I think. Meantime, I'm gonna blow up my pillow. Stay tuned. Well, my timer just went off. My food should be ready. See what we think. Give a stir here real quick. I'd say that looks pretty darn tasty to me. See if it is any good. It's really hot. But how awesome is it that I don't have to do dishes except for maybe a spork? I did have some pizza earlier. I was really proud of myself and happy with how everything turned out. And hoping tonight goes really well, because if tonight sucks, I got a lot of stuff to sell. So I'm rooting for tonight to work out. That's pretty good. Beef stroganoff, freeze dried. That's good. Really good. Got my pillow blown up. Just need to attach it to the sleeping pad so it doesn't slip everywhere in the middle of the night. Got my winter balaclava so my head and my face don't release a bunch of heat. I'll heat up my stainless steel water bottle and shove it in my bag and zip the bag up so it can get nice and warm. There's a chance I might be overdoing this, but guys, the last time I tried this, I was in a much bigger tent, a cot that was extremely heavy, no sleeping pad, an ancient sleeping bag it was my dad's. I had thermals on, but I had jeans on underneath that, on top of that, which was stupid. But that thing was not geared for any kind of winterizing or anything. It had more venting in it than anything I've ever seen, and I just could not. I couldn't last the night. Hopefully, with these few hacks, better clothes, the bottle hack, and a better sleeping bag, plus the sleeping pad, hopefully I'll have enough insulation everywhere that I'll be fine. And if I end up having to lose some clothing, even better. And I still have the patrol bag and the bivy sack. If I get cold, I can always hop out of bed, put all that together, and get back in. And while I'm putting it together, heat up the water bottle again if it needs to be. I'm half tempted to go ahead and get the patrol bag and everything out, but it's rated to survive -30, and it's not going to get that cold tonight. So there's really no point in doing that. Anyway, I'm going to finish my dinner, and I'll be back. Well, that was pretty good. That was actually really good. That stroganoff was actually very, very tasty. I just realized something. I don't have a trash bag, and I probably should have one, but I don't. And I don't feel like going back into the house again. The pot worked great. The stove worked great. Pot's still warm, in fact, but I can take it off. It's just getting caught on one of these fins every time. I think the heat exchanger may be out of alignment, and that's what's catching on, but it's okay. I can get it off. But yeah, the stove worked like a champ. Love that. Table works. I'll have to move tomorrow in the morning if everything goes well. That's what I'll be having for breakfast. Biscuits and gravy. We'll see if that's any good. But we'll have that and coffee in the morning if everything goes well. If not, I'm still having coffee in the morning. It'll just be in my house. But I really want this to go well because I've spent a lot of money and a lot of energy on all this. So I really want it to work out. This is a hot tent with a stove jack, but I don't have anything to do a fire in here with. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be worried at all, but I just don't have anything. I thought about making a fire earlier today, and because I've got a bunch of bricks behind my shed, and get the bricks heated up and put them underneath my cot. But then I got to thinking, that's probably not a good idea, considering there's all this grass on the ground that's dried out and everything. So probably wouldn't be a great idea. It might catch the grass on fire and cause a whole huge mess of problems. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and, one, I do need to put my pillow on my sleeping pad, get my stainless steel water bottle going, and then I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it an early night. I didn't sleep well last night because my right foot, the one I had surgery on several years ago, woke me up aching really bad. So getting kind of tired. Been a long day. Been an eventful day. So I'm looking forward to getting some sleep, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to sleep tonight. I'm really kind of getting a little worried that I won't be able to sleep tonight, but I think I've got a good setup. I've got more stuff providing insulation this time than I did last time. So I think I'm going to be fine. It's just a little nerve-wracking right now because I really want this to work out, because I've spent money on all this stuff. And that's just my trepidation coming through. But anywho, I think we're going to call it a night. Probably watch some YouTube videos on my phone. That's my camera as well. So I'll probably do that. Use my power bank to keep my phone charged up, and then I will see you guys either hopefully in the morning, and if not, it'll be because I went back inside because I got too cold. So here's hoping. Bye. Well, good morning, everyone. I made it through the night. I did get up once at about 12:30, so about 4 hours after I went to bed, and I put the patrol bag on, reheated my water bottle, and then I slept for another 4 hours. So I did get 8 hours of sleep. Now, it's now about 6:30 in the morning. And like I said, I got about 4 hours more of sleep, so I actually did get up, excuse me, it's about 7:15 actually. I did get up at 4:30 because my right foot that I had surgery on a few years ago was aching so bad I couldn't sleep anymore. So I did go inside to take some pain meds, and it has finally worn off, and I'm back out here because even with that little hiccup, I'd say last night was a success. I got my 8 hours in. Now, a few things I've learned. One, this sleeping pad is not that great. Of course, you get what you pay for. It slides around a whole lot. It's lost a lot of its loft already throughout the night. It lost a lot of its air pressure. I do want some kind of heater. Nature Hike makes a small one that's a stove/heater mix that can, if I do it on a low heat, it will run for about 4 hours, and then I have to change out the canister. I know that the YouTube channel, the Outdoor Gear Review, he recommends a lantern that also functions as a little heater, basically. So I'll see if that one's available. But the other thing I was thinking about was maybe a USB heating pad to go underneath the sleeping bag, because guys, this thing's narrow. I'm a wider guy, and this thing hugged me really close, which was fine. It kept me warm. Those first 4 hours I was warm, but then it got really cold last night, and I was warm. I was okay, but I wasn't comfortable. So I put the patrol bag on, reheated my water bottle, got it nice and hot, put it in the foot box, and boom. I was good. If my foot hadn't started aching, I would have still been sleeping. I need to investigate my pillow, because my pillow, as soon as I got into bed last night, it just slipped right off the pad. Tried putting it inside the bag with me, and that was not comfortable at all either. So I'll have to figure something else out for a pillow. But other than those things, last night was a success. A huge success in my book. I am going to do this. I am going to camp. I may not camp in, 30 some odd degree weather. It might be that I'll camp in 40 degree lows, but I don't know if I'll go to below freezing again, because I'm gonna have to wait before I take this the tent down. I'm gonna have to wait for it to warm up and defrost, because it is covered in frost on the outside. So I think that I will be doing this whole thing, but in a little bit warmer lows, unless I have a heater. But the thing is, as you add more stuff, you're adding more pounds, and I don't want to add too much weight, because then I won't do it. But that is something that's going to happen. I am going to have to figure out something about the sleeping pad, maybe a little bit more expensive one. One Tigris is coming out with one that is supposed to be like 9R insulation. If that's the case, that's the one I want. That thing will be super warm. Well, let's stop enough chit chat. Let's get some coffee going.
Yes, it's coffee time. Coffee. Cappuccino. Java. Yes.
Said I was going to do coffee today. I'm going to do coffee today. My water didn't freeze. It is super cold. No, I probably didn't need to do that one, but since I've got a whole water bottle down in the bottom of the bag, but oh well. Yeah, I went inside and got my winter gloves too, so should have had those out here all night last night, but I didn't. This really is a really good table. I really do enjoy it. Everything fit on it last night. My glasses, all that. I was very thankful. I'm very thankful that I got it. And guys, this thing is still warm. It's still a very warm bottle. I'm going to put it in my jacket right now. Oh yeah, that's still very warm. So that trick works. Key is get it really hot. Get that bottle really hot, and it will work perfect. My filter popped out. Thank goodness it was easy to get back in. Looks like I got back in there just in time, because this water is about ready. All right. spilled the grounds a little bit everywhere, but that's okay. Water's boiling. Move the stove out of the way so I don't spill any of this water. Starting to think that maybe the paper ones would be better. I'm just looking at that mess of grounds in the bottom of that thing, and I'm like, yeah, I think it would be better to do a paper one. Just buy those small paper ones, pop the filter out of this thing, put the paper in it, and use it to filter the water through. That way this stays clean, and the paper thing I can throw away. And if it's biodegradable, you can just bury it. And, you know, coffee grounds are great fertilizer, if I remember right. It's good for soil. I know that much. Oh yeah, that's looks like the perfect amount of water. Coffee. See if I can even drink it at all. A little bit. Oh, it's good. Well, that's great to know that, yeah, this my setup for my coffee is going to work beautifully. And if I don't want it to get cold, coffee grounds kind of went everywhere. I can keep it warm for a while. That's awesome. I love it. So yes, I think the problem with the pillow last night was I had this side to the pad, but I think this is the side that's supposed to be, you know, like non-slip. So I screwed up. So now that I know that, I think I have a pillow that will work. I just need to put it on the right side. So it should have been this way, around the pad, underneath my head, and I probably would have been fine last night with a pillow. I don't know. I'll have to test it. I'll test it again, and if it ends up sucking, I'll get a different pillow. The cot was amazing, and I did lose a leg when I woke up in the middle of the night. The leg popped out, but I didn't seem to notice. But it didn't sink. It did not sink into the ground at all. So the cot worked beautifully. There we go. A little bit wider view of everything. The cot worked amazing. The sleeping pad, I'd like to figure out a way to, you know, make it stay in one place if I could. So it's not sliding all over the place in the middle of the night, because as you can see, it slides everywhere. That could be the slope of the ground too. I mean, I'm probably not level at all, and that might be the problem. But if nothing else, maybe I can get some small bungees or something like that to, you know, just put around the sleeping bag and around the cot, put them together, and they'll hold it in place. No big deal. That's something for another day. That's not a today problem. I'm gonna take the lid off. I want it to cool down some so I can actually drink it. Okay, well, there's that. That's all right. No big deal. No harm, no foul. Nothing's broke. I love this fire maple pot. It does heat water up very quickly. It's a great pot. Everything snaps back into place. I do have a bandana to put in here so that my canister won't rust in here, and I'll have to use it to wipe this thing out anyway. So I have a bandana with my water bottle setups, so that's what I'll have to do. I'm happy. It was successful. It was a successful camp. It was a successful test of all my gear. I now know what I need to do. In fact, this water bottle is so warm still right now that I really do think that if I would have done the entire sleeping system, even the bivy over it, the Gore-Tex bivy, I never would have gotten, I probably would not have woke up in the middle of the night. I don't think I would have. This patrol bag, the addition of the patrol bag made that much of a difference. It was just a huge difference in warmth. The only thing it's kind of hard to get in and out of. It's hard to get into. It's hard to get it all the way zipped up once you're in, but once it's zipped up, man, I was as snug as a bug in a rug. While I was waiting for my foot to calm down, I was looking at some stuff on the internet thinking maybe I do need a better sleeping bag. No, I don't. Put all the components together and I can get through a night like last night, for sure. Now I know where the comfort rating is for sure. It's, if the temperature says it's going to be down in the 30s, I want at least this, if not put the bivy on as well, and a hot water bottle, and I'm going to be fine. If I want a heater, I can get a heater. A heated USB sleeping pad, I can get that as well. I think the cot has a pocket on it to be able to hold the power bank while it keeps everything heated, because those can I looked up a few of them. They can last hours. They can last a whole night on one power bank. So I think that's what I'm going to look into as well. Another reason why I needed to go inside when I did was my power bank was at 85%, was no longer charging my phone because my phone said it needed to get to room temperature before it could charge anymore. So that was another reason why I went in, because my phone is my camera right now. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to afford a different one, and that way I can keep my phone, that way I can have a camera and use my phone. I could have been more entertained last night for a lot longer instead of going to bed at 8:30. I think I could have stayed up, watched some YouTube or watched a movie on my phone and then go to sleep. But I also don't have the greatest connection out here in this tent. Sometimes my Wi-Fi works and other times it doesn't. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Rumble, please like, share, and follow. Please give me some comments in the comment section. I'd like to know what you think. Did I screw up? Am I on the right track? I'm going to enjoy some coffee, and then I'm going back inside. And then when it gets warmer out here, I'm going to come out and break it all down and put it all away. So, until next video, this is Kansas Nerd Man, out.